Welcome back to SwitchDirect. Nintendo announced its Black Friday sale for 20% off on Zelda Link's Awakening, Mario Tennis, Yoshi's Crafted World, Super Mario Maker 2, and Luigi's Mansion, starting November 20th. That combined with the release of the highly anticipated Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, you may be strapped for cash, but we have some great cheap titles on the Nintendo Eshop to talk about. Games are ordered by high to low price, and sale end dates range from November 16th through November 25th. So stay a while and listen to these great deals, and be sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Collapse is my first pick. Recommended to me by user Anton George back when it came out. I'm happy to see this 2D side-scrolling action shooter roguelite on sale. Collapse takes the side-scrolling roguelite shooter genre and adds an interesting skill tree shared by your 4 different character choices and a great Diablo-esque loot system. This game will have you coming back over and over to progress further into harder modes and get better loot. With a ton of strategic choices for loot and stats to combine, this is a great buy for fans of 2D shooter roguelites. On sale for 20% off until November 18th. Next up, I picked out Shadow Fight 2. This 2D fighter has a unique graphical style with shadow forms and a slower, more strategic fighting style, where you can't just mash the buttons, but will have to instead time out proper attacks or counters as you deal with a series of opponents. Shadow Fight 2 also has some light RPG mechanics with how you progress through the story, so you'll be able to upgrade your fighter as you beat back all your opponents and each boss of 7 different areas. Combined with a sparring mode where you can play as any of the characters against the computer or a second local player, then you have a great fighter pick. If you want a slower paced, more thought out fighter with RPG mechanics and cool graphical style, then this could be a great pick for you. On sale for 33% off until November 16th. Black Future 88 is a 2D, side-scrolling action roguelike. This cyberpunk-themed action shooter has some awesome synth music, great pixel art, and procedurally generated worlds with unlockable characters and weapons. You'll have 18 minutes to climb a tower and kill a terrorist before he drops bombs down on the city. Unlike Collapse, where you keep all the items and upgrades you acquire for each run, in Black Future 88 you start over from scratch each run. New weapons show up randomly after unlocking them. A difference in style, but both of these games are great for fans of 2D action shooter genre. If you prefer roguelike style over roguelite, then this could be the pick for you. On sale for 60% off until November 22nd. What do you get when you mix Tetris, Lemmings, and mice? Well, Mousecraft, of course. This puzzle game is my next pick of the week. With its fun, family-friendly graphics and gameplay, Mousecraft gives you an enjoyable, progressive challenge as you place Tetris-like blocks into the level so that when you release the mice, they can make it to the cheese while also trying to get all the blue crystals and avoid the enemies that might take out your mice. If you want decent family-friendly puzzle game with some fun challenge as it progresses, then this could be a great pick for you. On sale for 30% off until November 19th. Thea, The Awakening is up next. This turn-based strategy game has you gaining victory by either completing the story mission or getting your village to a certain threshold of veterans. With a hex board and resource management and gathering that reminds me of Civilization 6, you'll need to send out villagers to look for resources and overcome enemies. When you encounter a confrontation with either an enemy or outwitting a rival, you'll be faced with a trading card game like Battle, where you need to place your people represented as cards with stats against the opposing and win out after a few rounds. A deep and somewhat obtuse game. If you like deep strategies and are willing to take the time to learn the strategies involved, then this could be a great pick for you. On sale for 66% off until November 22nd.
Theodore welcomes you. Well, hello there.
Journey of the Broken Circle is up next, a heartfelt story game with light platforming and puzzles, where you play as a circle with a missing piece that is looking to fill it so it can be whole again. You'll get a few different items that will help you progress through the story in several different biomes, such as a balloon that can help you float. It explores themes of love, friendship, and loss, and really shines through with great writing. If you want a short, heartfelt, and emotional story with easygoing gameplay, then this could be a great pick for you. On sale for 30% off until November 20th. Up next, we have My Diggy Dog 2. This easygoing 2D puzzle platformer has you playing as a dog in a series of small levels where you'll need to jump and dig to collect all the loot in each area. Great for those that want a nice and easy family-friendly game to play with the kiddos or relax for a cheap price. Solid gameplay and fun graphics, this game is a good pick for those who have kids that want to play with. On sale for 50% off until November 25th. Next up is back to the mature side of things, Butcher, a fast-paced 2D side-scrolling shooter that draws a lot of inspiration from Doom with its dark, violent gameplay with a heavy metal soundtrack and a ton of gore. With great, gritty pixel art and twin-stick shooter gameplay, it offers fast, short, but sweet gameplay and a ton of difficulty. If you are looking for a challenging 2D shooter with a great metal soundtrack, this could be a great pick for you, especially while so cheap during its 70% off sale until November 19th. Quaking Violet is a top-down 2D puzzle block game where you play as the titular character Violet, who is stuck in her dreams, where you play out these puzzle block levels. You move slow, so you must outwit enemies instead of attacking them straight up. A game that reminds me of the classic Lolo on the NES, which is a great thing. It gives you some limited use abilities to solve each level's problems and offers some hints if you get stuck. If you enjoy puzzle block games, this is a solid title and should check it out. On sale for 72% off until November 18th. Quest of Dungeons is up next. In this turn-based RPG roguelike dungeon crawler, you'll choose one of 4 different heroes with different strengths and weaknesses, and then dive deep into a randomly generated dungeon. You'll have to start over fresh each time you die, so you'll need to be careful and strategic with your exploration as well as your leveling, so that you can make it all the way to the end and beat the final boss. With the RPG mechanics, you can either push forward faster or take your time, level up, do all the side quests, and power up to beat down that final boss. Beating the game will unlock tougher chapters to beat, where you'll need to up your game to get past them in subsequent playthroughs. This replayability can offer hundreds of hours of gameplay for those who love turn-based roguelike RPGs, so an absolutely great buy for fans of that genre, especially while so cheap for its 78% off sale until November 25th. Now on to the avoids. My first avoid this week is Flow Lines Versus, a game commonly on sale for mere pennies. It is one that is frankly not worth your time. The puzzle game has you connecting dots across a path where you can't cross the path for any other color. At first glance, this seemed like it could be a fun laid-back puzzle game, but as I progressed through its hundreds of stages, it was apparent that it was trivially easy, and its few additional mechanics it introduced over time wasn't going to change that. Combined with annoying controls unless you use handheld touchscreen, and this is one that is better left avoided. My other avoid this week is Elemental Knights R. This MMO port seems like a cheap price with its constant 90+% off sales, but that doesn't show the real cost of all the microtransactions it uses to keep things going. A boring, money-grubbing, and grindy MMO with nothing new or exciting added to the genre. Generally boring gameplay and poor controls that if you aren't using handheld will feel awful. Save yourselves the time and money and play one of these other great games instead. Thanks for watching. Are you going to get any of these great games? Are you excited for Black Friday deals? I'm sure there are going to be a ton of great big name games to talk about on sale next week. So be sure to tune in next Sunday night when I release these videos for that. If you like this content and want to see more like it, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps.